Being able to use the 4 specific messages that Connected Families recommends were really, really helpful. Before we were doing that, for me, I felt like Selah wasn't my teammate. And that was the big truth statement that I really came away with, that Selah and I are on the same team. I might need to intervene in a situation, but you're loved. Part of why I have to intervene is because you're responsible and you're capable and so forth. And so being able to kind of put all that together just seems more natural as a parent to be my child's teammate than my child's adversary.
And now what it looks like is, for example, if she hits her brother or bites her brother, or does something, I will go up to her and get down on her level and say, hey, that was not a safe thing to do. And in our house, we need to be safe. Everybody needs to feel safe. You need to feel safe. Caleb needs to feel safe. And right now, Caleb doesn't feel safe. So you need to go to your room and just have some time by yourself so that you can think about it. Whereas before it was just, I can't believe you did that. Go to your room. And she'd scream and do whatever and get mad. And I'd end up picking her up and dragging her down there and physically putting her in her room. And now she might be upset, but to the point now a lot of times where she just says, I have to go to my room and think about this. And she walks down there on her own. And then we talk about, okay, why wasn't that safe? What's a different thing that you could have done instead? And we talk a lot about redos, having a redo, and we talk about God's grace and mercy, that we mess up and God forgives us. We talk about reconciliation. What do you need to do to reconcile with your brother? And she is a part of coming up with that reconciliation, that idea.
We wanted to address those behaviors, and we tried all sorts of things. And I think before learning about how to use those 4 messages, I think we were just really frustrated because we wanted our kid to do was comply. We wanted our kid to just do what we say when we say it, immediately when we say it. When she misbehaves, she's colorful and interesting. When she's behaving well, she's colorful and interesting. And, we wanted her to not be colorful and interesting when we needed something or needed her to do something, but we wanted her to be colorful and interesting when, it doesn't matter.
When she was behaving right. Before implementing the 4 gospel messages or the 4 messages of Connected Families, I would say that our parenting style was more authoritative and more directive and was not as much of working with who God created our child to be and really who God created us as parents to be.